They love their women's basketball here in Ames, Iowa.
Your whole life, you will have challenges that people tell you you cannot handle. Number one thing, you got to believe you can do it. You got to believe you can do it.
From record-setting crowds to All-American players, from big-time victories to championship memories, there's no place quite like Iowa State.
And this crowd just goes crazy with that kind of Hilton magic.
Iowa State heads for the Sweet 16. The atmosphere here in Ames as good as any in the country for the women's game.
And while the Cyclones have earned a great reputation all across the country, here's an inside look at Iowa State women's basketball.
This is a great environment for women's college basketball. He has created all of that and built it from nothing to what it is right now.
There's a culture here, there's a belief system here, there's a way we do things, and our fans want to be around special young people, someone who believes and takes great pride in wearing the jersey, understands they're going to a very high-level academic challenge, and someone who gets the tradition and wants to understand that, but wants to build on the future.
You could just feel this Iowa State team. They're smiling out there. They're enjoying themselves.
God has blessed me with this amazing opportunity to be a part of such a great program with amazing teammates, coaches, and fans.
It's been an honor to be a part of the Cyclone family. I feel blessed to have many great memories to cherish for the rest of my life. I love the person and player that I have become. The magic of Hilton has spread throughout my heart, and because of you, that magic shines in me like a star.
It's a very special person that comes and plays here, and we know that the people we get are the kind of people that we want to be around every day, and the kind of people that our fans enjoy watching and supporting. Family is a word that's been thrown around a lot, especially in recruiting, but it's what we're about. You have to be around people that care about you. You have to be around people that understand what this is all about. And I think that that's something we take great pride in here. And it's just the way we built it. That's the way it's always going to be here. And that's the way it should be.
That is vintage Iowa State basketball.
It's one of the great atmospheres for women's basketball in the country, the Hilton Coliseum in Ames, Iowa.
A good look at the crowd in attendance. There have been people in Hilton Coliseum since 11 o'clock this morning.
I talked to some of the students and asked them how long they had to wait for those seats. They said a long time, but it's worth it.
It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in all my years of coaching college basketball. You're talking about the most devoted, loyal fan base I've ever seen. The emotional attachment to our team is unbelievable. The notes we get, the emails we get, the things that people want to do and want to be a part of are just incredible.
In fact, Iowa State, the fans rank so high, they lead the Big 12 in attendance and are second nationally.
There's no better feeling than playing in front of that crowd. I mean, it just, the feeling you get, you can't describe it.
I think our fans look on the court and say, hey, those are our kids. Those are my daughters and granddaughters and nieces, and I think they see something special in the way they conduct themselves and the way they do things, and I think the way that our program has grown over time is a direct correlation to our fan base.
You see why it's so tough to win here, man? You see what happens when they start lighting it up?
It is something special, and there is magic in the building, and you know, we could go through a whole video of games where you walked off the court, and honestly, we don't win if it's not for our fans.
A big reason why I chose to come to Iowa State is because I felt at home here, and the fans are always absolutely amazing. I came to watch games at Hilton and was in awe.
The noise from the crowd was so intense that it felt like my seat was shaking. I dreamed of being down on this court and having people cheer for me as I played the game that I love with my teammates.
Great crowd today, as always, here in Ames, Iowa.
It's one of my favorite places to come to.
You want to go out there and play in front of something like that. Besides their personal experience with their friends, the great education they get at Iowa State, the one thing our players will say to you, I want one more time. Coach, I just want one more chance to play at Hilton.
There's nothing I wouldn't give to come back. I'd give back a WNBA championship to come and play for you again just one more time.
And that says a lot about their experience and what our fans have done for our kids and for our team.
A little Hilton magic going on right now in Hilton Coliseum.
Facilities is part of the recruiting process and part of what student athletes look at. And what Iowa State has done, to their credit, is provided a really broad-based facility plan so that our student athletes can be successful no matter what. Obviously, you have Hilton Coliseum, a great place to play. The Hickson Lead Academic Center is a phenomenal place for them to go and do their academic stuff. And then basketball-wise, the Soup Cup basketball complex is truly special. It's just us and men's basketball. They can get in here anytime they want. They can go on the court and shoot anytime they want. Basketball players love to shoot, love to work on their game. They can come in here, turn their music on. They can hang out here in the lounge and do their homework. We have training facility, weight facilities. Our offices are here. You spend a lot of time in basketball in this environment, and so you want to be in a place where you're comfortable, in a place where we can go, we can identify it's ours. Our kids will go up into the theater room and watch movies, you know, on a Friday or Saturday night or something. I mean, it's become something that has been truly special and something that I think our players really, really have a great sense of pride in.
Down low to Poppins, just too strong for the defense.
Too much, too strong, too physical underneath.
I think the two things that probably have impacted the success of student athletes in general are, number one, we have a full-time academic counselor in Jeff Sessler, which we've had for a long time. And then this year we added a full-time strength and conditioning coach. Coach Link, his expertise, he looks at all game films. You know, he looks at every single kid and can do something. If you're working with a lot of teams, you can't do that. But Coach Link's done an amazing job. We didn't have anyone hurt this year. I think that he can do it in a way where each individual kid is addressed in certain ways.
For strength and conditioning, we want to develop a better basketball player, okay? For us to have the basketball courts right next to the weight room, it allows me as a strength and conditioning coach to utilize special exercises.
With the weight room here, it's so convenient. They don't have to go anywhere else. We can schedule it anytime we want. We have all the equipment we need, all the machines that we need, whether it's for rehab, the pool, the weights, everything.
Christopherson inside, powers her way.
That's why we train every day, to help them become a better athlete and perform on the court.
And just a great finish.
The administration has been very supportive, and for athletic training as well, to grow with that. We've hired a lot more new people since I started here, and that's allowed me to spend more time with women's basketball. Now I pretty much can dedicate most of my time to women's basketball. Having a whole facility that's equal to the men's programs is just a huge credit to our administration and to women's basketball in general that has grown so rapidly. It's great to see our athletes get the same benefits as the men. You
want to surround the student athletes with the best medical care you can get, and Iowa State has always done that, but Denise is truly one of the more special people. She is around these kids every day, all the time. It's not just physical health. There's some mental health that goes with it, and talking them through things. Denise has that motherly feel and the amazing expertise that it takes to be successful, and in a very important area, whether it's nutrition, preventative issues, the stuff that we have in the training room. It gives some comfort to the kids.
The basic philosophy is always the same. We're trying to get athletes back to participation as safely as possible and as soon as possible. And I don't think that's changed over the years. It's just we do have more tools to allow us to do that safely.
The student athlete experience is something that's very important to our university, and since the first day I got here, and certainly something we take great pride in. I've been a head coach 25 years. 18 at Iowa State. Every single kid that's finished here has graduated. Probably of all the things that we've done and all the trophies and banners, whatever, that's the thing I'm the most proud of, because that's truly what this is about. The academic experience they get here is tremendous. They're going to get an education that they can take with them. The support is something that's fantastic. We have a full-time academic advisor in Jeff Sessler. The Hickson Lead Center, as we mentioned earlier, is a great facility that's just gone through another upgrade with computers and monitors and all the stuff that they need. And I tell kids when they come, if you want to be successful here, you're going to be successful as a student. You will get every resource needed to make sure that that happens. That's our responsibility. And what we want to do is we want to be special in everything we do. That's the kind of experience that they've gotten here, and whether it's advising and counseling and tutoring and all those kinds of things. There's nothing that we cannot offer a student athlete academically that they need. I remember when I interviewed for the job, someone told me, you just think about world-class education if you want to build a world-class basketball program. And that's kind of the way we've approached it since the very first day, and the school has followed suit and put together the resources it takes for these kids to be successful.
It is the game, Iowa State and Baylor. That is the hardware.
Tremendous success throughout the course of Big 12 history. The dean of the Big 12 coaches.
The great thing about the Big 12, it is truly something special. It doesn't matter what you look at, whether it's attendance, we're always at the top, whether it's the RPI numbers that rate conference, we've been at the top, I think, 6 straight years. It is the highest level you can get unless you're a professional, and that's what I tell people.
The Cyclones have won the Big 12.
To be successful in this league takes a lot. We've had our share of success, which we're very, very proud of. And when you go out and do things in this league, you can do it against the best.
Prince buries the three-pointer. Anna Prince coming off a 30-point game.
Moody is so good. She leads the conference in assists per game, and that's how she benefits this team, is by distributing the ball.
If you want to be challenged in the classroom and truly be challenged on the court, Iowa State's a great opportunity because of what we can offer you in the classroom and the opportunity to play in the best basketball league in the country.
She is closing in on becoming the 14th player in Big 12 history to have 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds, which is pretty rare company in this history of the Big 12 Conference.
The exposure that all of our student athletes get is very good. You know, we have a great television package through the Big 12, and now Cyclones.tv has become a huge deal. I think because you have a quality program and a program where fans come out, you play in the league we do, people are very interested in what we're doing on a daily basis. So I don't think there's any way that our families and friends can't follow our players. We've never had that complaint, but I think because of the success of our league and the success of our program, there's more and more opportunities to expose our sport and our student athletes to the country.
Just an incredible, talented, skilled, highly skilled 6'3" player.
With the 10th pick in the 2010 WNBA Draft, the Seattle Storm selects Allison Lacey from Iowa State University.
When kids come here to play, some of them truly have the dream that they want to continue to play and play professionally. I think we've had the second most number of WNBA draft picks. We have a wall of names of people that have been drafted, and so it's a great sense of pride for them, for our program.
Coach always says, you know, it's not about what you do, it's how hard you work. And in WNBA, it's all about your work ethic and competing. That's the biggest thing they talk about, is how competitive you are. And that's exactly what Coach Finley taught me through my 4 years. So I felt prepared as I could going into it. And Coach Finley was always there when I needed to talk to him when I was in the league, in the WNBA. So yeah, he definitely prepared me.
Seattle Storm just off the board here with Chelsea Poppins out of Iowa State.
She can go out and shoot on the perimeter, but she will also go inside in the paint and do the dirty work.
Coach Finley, thank you for always pushing me harder to get better and never backing off or giving up on me. You helped me become the person I am today. I couldn't have asked for a more mentally toughening coach who cares about each and every one of us with all your heart.
Because of the success of our team, the way our kids are coached, the development they make from start to finish, people follow us. The league knows about us. We have a lot of them at our games. They've drafted our kids in the past. We've had kids play overseas. If you're talented enough and you want to put in the time and the effort, then our program has proven to have the ability, because the way we play, the way our kids develop, the league we play in, the competition we face, they're going to get that opportunity. If they have that dream, then it's certainly something that we've proven that we can help them achieve.
His voice is just a trendsetter in women's basketball because everyone looks to emulate what he has done with this program at Iowa State.
I've never been more excited about where the university is as a whole, the leadership of Dr. Leith and Jamie Pollard, the excitement, the passion that people have in Iowa State athletics. There's nothing that we don't have now. We play in a great league, which is stable. We have a great facility. We've always had great academics. I have a staff that's phenomenal. It's a great, great situation to be in. And what I tell people all the time, this is a phenomenal place.
But they are one of the best supported teams in the country. In Ames, Iowa, they love their women's basketball.
The people who come here, who have a true passion to be